Good morning, students. My name is Dr. B. Suresh Babu. In this third presentation, we are going to discuss about gyroscopic effects on aeroplane. So, gyroscope effects are going to be used for the controlling of the aeroplane based upon its speed, mass, as well as the directions. So, this is the main concept we have to discuss in this class. As the first unit contains gyroscopic effects on ship, aeroplane, two-wheeler, four-wheeler. As a part of the syllabus, we are going for this aeroplane concept. Let us go to this one. So, gyroscopic effect on aeroplane. It is a prominent and important one in dynamics of machinery. Let us go for this one, fundamentals of this one. Already I told what is a gyroscope couple in the previous session. Still, for a glance, I will go for this one. Gyroscope couple, the turning moment which opposes any change of the inclination of the axis of rotation of a gyroscope is called as gyroscope couple. That means a turning moment which opposes the change of its inclination to the power that is acting on a system is going to be called as a gyroscope couple. Based upon what? Rotation of a gyroscope. Then what is a gyroscope? A gyroscope is a spatial mechanism which is generally employed for the study of precessional motion of a rotary body. Gyroscope find applications in gyro compass used in aircraft, naval ship, control system of missiles and space shuttle. For a better understanding, I have gone for this type of picture. See, if you observe how gyroscope couple will act, see direction of rotation is like this. If you take our right hand rule and four fingers has to be folded like this, and we have to project our thumb. Project our thumb indicates the precisional axis of the motion. That means when it is moving in anti-clockwise direction, the thumb shows the gyroscopic effect. For example, if same disk is rotating, we have to show our hand in a reverse position. That shows that gyroscope effect is acting in opposite direction. What it indicates, it always gyroscope couple acts opposite to the reaction couple acts opposite to the direction of the active couple. That's what we have to understood. This is called as a gyro compass. A gyroscope device contains a spin axis and a gimbal is there and a surrounding frame is there. That means if disk is going to make rotations, disk is going to balance at one point. That point is going to be called as the center of the axis. The center of the axis is called as the spin axis. So based upon the mass of the spin, mass of the rotor, the spin axis is going to be different. That means we are going to be called here mass as a rotor. In ships, we are going to be called it as a rotor. In aeroplanes, we are going to be called it as a propeller. That means propeller is the one of the self-generating energy in aeroplane. Rotor is the self-generating energy for a ship. Like that, if you observe this frame, for this frame, self-generating energy is at the rotor. Based upon the rotor speed only, we can able to balance. And also it depends upon the mass of this rotor also and angular speed of the rotor also. So if you observe this second figure, L is equal to I omega. I omega I is moment of inertia, omega is the angular speed. Here I have not written angle of precision velocity. I have not written. Why? Because in a single disk there is no radius of curvature, but in aeroplane and ship or bigger vehicles we have a radius of curvature. So keeping in that into mind, we have to derive an equation for gyroscope couple for a ship, for a aeroplane, and for a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. In the previous class, I have discussed gyroscope couple for a ship, how it is derived, on what factors it will depend. On similar grounds, we are going to derive this gyroscope couple for aeroplane also. Before deriving, let us learn the fundamentals of this aeroplane. For this aeroplane contains what are the things are one is longitudinal axis, which is parallel to the body. Next one is if you take wings, this one is going to be called as a transverse direction, that is transfer axis. And so one is called longitudinal axis and second one is called transfer axis. In longitudinal axis, we are going to have the yaw motion. That means moving the aeroplane sidewards is going to be called as the yaw axis. That means left side and right side. On transfer axis, we are going to have the pitch, that is up and down. A rolling axis is the movement of the ship towards the forward motion. We can say it is a forward motion. So rolling axis goes for the forward motion. So wings is going to be the transfer axis and this one is going to be called as a longitudinal axis. So on the longitudinal axis, yaw motion is possible. On a transfer axis, pitch. Pitch is nothing but up and down motion is going to be called as a pitch. As we have learned in a ship, like that only certain fundamentals has to be remembered here. So the tip or head of a aeroplane is going to be called as the nose and the rear part is going to be called as a tail. These are the fundamentals. We have to keep it in your mind before going to the exact topic. So it has a longitudinal axis, it has a transfer axis. Longitudinal axis has a that is going for the rightward and leftwards. Rolling is going for the forward motion. Next one is about pitch, that is about up and down motion. Let us go for the derivation of this gyroscope couple. So gyroscopic effect on aeroplane. So when this gyroscope will going to be affect, when the object has to be balanced, then we have to go for this gyroscopic effect. That means what are the factors that are affecting the aeroplane to balance. If you observe this one, an aeroplane is subjected to gyroscopic effect when it is in takeoff first condition, while it is landing and negotiating left turn or a right turn. So at this place, we have to balance certain factors. What are those factors? We have to discuss one by one. First one is for balancing of aeroplane, you have to consider angular velocity of the engine, of the rotating parts, that is given in radians per second. M is equal to mass of the engine and propeller in kgs. RW is radius of variation in meters. I is mass moment of inertia of the engine and propeller, that is kg per kg meter square. V is linear velocity of an aeroplane and it is in meters per second. R is radius of curvature in meters. Omega p is angular velocity of precision, that is V by R in radians per second. So based upon these above factors, gyroscopic couple is equal to C is equal to I into omega p, where I is equal to mp square, omega is equal to angular velocity, omega p is angular velocity of precision. Next, coming to the how these can be explained. If you observe this one, a plane figure we are seeing, plane couple is there, that is nothing but the gyroscope couple. This is the plane of spin on which it is going to be rotating and plane of precision. I think you can clearly observe how arrowheads are framed to explain this one. On y-axis, we are going to have a plane of precision. It is clearly explained in this line diagram. So on the y, we have a plane of precision. Next, axis of the gyroscope couple is on z-axis, and axis of spin is on the x-axis. So these three things you have to remember. So based upon the aeroplane, we have a three coordinate system will be there. One is precision axis. Next one is plane of spin. Second one is plane of couple. Let us have the explanation of this one. For example, if aeroplane is going to be take a left turn, what happened? The displacement is going to be towards the left part, for this x to x dash. If you going for a right turn, it is from x to x dash but is in opposite direction. So x is axis of the spin. It is moving either left side or right side. So on what factors it will depend? It depends upon the how the motor is rotating, or we can say how propeller is rotating. So propeller can be rotated in two directions. One is about clockwise direction, and second one is about anti-clockwise direction. So aeroplane, if you observe, we have a clockwise rotation of the propeller and anti-clockwise rotation of the propeller. Two things you have to remember. Next, by observing the aeroplane from the tail side or from the nose side, we have another two things can be possible. Those things are going to be considered for analyzing this gyroscopic couple or gyroscopic effect on the aeroplane. Let us discuss what are those conditions. Gyroscopic effect on aeroplanes. Aeroplanes are subjected to gyroscopic effect when it is takeoff, landing, or negotiating left or right turn in the air. So what happens if these changes are going to be taking place while aeroplane is moving? So let us analyze the effect of gyroscopic couple acting on the body of the aeroplane for various conditions. The conditions are: first one, try to listen. Propeller rotates in clockwise direction when seen from the rear end and aeroplane turns towards left. This is one condition. Then we have to discuss what is the position of the nose and what is the position of the tail. Propeller rotates in clockwise direction when seen from rear end and aeroplane turns to right side. This is another condition. Third condition is propeller rotates in anti-clockwise direction when seen from the rear end and aeroplane turns towards left. That means the first one is clockwise, is anti-clockwise. Propeller rotates in anti-clockwise direction when seen from the rear end and aeroplane turns towards the right. These are the four conditions. Another four conditions is also possible when we see the same aeroplane from the front end. That is another four conditions. The same limitations will be there, but instead of rear end, we have to replace with the front end. That means front end we are going to be called technically as a nose. Rear end we are going to be call it as a tail. So we have to explain how nose will be and how tail will be. We will discuss this one. This is a very practical approach. You can observe when the planes are going to be moving. Let us have this one. Effect of gyroscope couple on the aeroplane. What is the condition? You try to understand. For this one, you understand first technical terms. The top and front view of the aeroplane are shown in figure. So this is the line diagram. This is the direction of view as per the concept what we have chosen. And this is a model to express. So it is taking a left turn on the first one. Second one is, if you observe, This is the front view. In front view, we cannot able to see wings. That's why active couple is in one direction, in clockwise direction. Anti in anti reactive gyroscope is in opposite to the active couple. So you just remember that wherever active couple is acting in one direction, exactly opposite to that one, we are going to have a gyroscope couple. That should be very important. So this is the line diagram. This is going to be our schematic diagram. This is going to be tail. This is going to be nose. So we will discuss the cases 1 and 2 very clearly. Then we can understand the remaining also easily. Let us go for the first case. What is the first case? Propeller rotates in clockwise direction when seen from the rear end and aeroplane turns towards the left. So let us have the glance on this one. So by applying the right hand screw rule, already I told in the beginning of the session only, in which direction the object is rotating, in that way we have to fold our hands and we have to raise our thumb. Then raise of thumb direction shows the axis of precision. So that's what we are going to discuss. If you observe this one, XX dash, we find the direction of the active gyroscope is in clockwise direction as shown in the front view of the figure. So this is how we are going to move this one. This is how active couple is going to move. So it is moving like this. Then what is the axis of precision? If you raise your thumb, it is exactly showing thumb towards the top side. So that's what we have observed here in this line diagram. This is axis of precision. How the aeroplane is moving? Aeroplane is giving parallel to the x-axis. Then active couple is how is moving? It is moving about the z-axis. So if this is the case, in other words, for the left hand turning, if it is taking left hand turn, the active gyroscope couple on the aeroplane is the axis of OZ. That's what you have represented here. Will be clockwise as shown in figure. So clock going to rotate it like this only. In this way we have kept. The reactive couple equal to the magnitude of the active gyroscope will be acting opposite to direction. That is anti-clockwise direction. And effect of the couple is therefore, if it is going to move left turn, what happened? We are going to observe the raise of nose and dip of the tail. So that's what we can observe in this aeroplane figure. That means anti-clock in clockwise direction, motor is rotating and is going to take a left turn. Means how it is going to be timed? It is going to have a raise of nose and dip of tail. I think you can understand this one. This is another condition. What this other condition shows is if propeller rotates in clockwise direction, when seen from the rear end, an aeroplane turns towards the right. That means there is a clockwise direction and it is rotating. And axis of the spin is going to be in a what direction? If you observe, it is going to be exactly opposite to this one. That means if you see from the right turning, it is going to be happen. Then if you observe this one, tail is in upward position and nose is going to be in downward position. Right? Remember students, propeller rotates in clockwise direction only, but it is going to take a right turn. Thereby nose is dipped. If it is in a left one, nose is raised. Like that, if we change it to anti-clockwise direction, then another condition will come. That condition is a raise of nose. If it's going to be taken a right turn, anti-clockwise right turn will happen raise of nose. Anti-clockwise direction, left turn, once again we'll take dip. When we see from the rear end, like that, if you see from the front end, exactly it oppositely it happens. So you have to remember these conditions by analysis of the gyroscope couple. Already I told the fundamental principle. We have to fix our fingers in the rotation direction. You have to raise our thumb. Based upon that one, you can able to get one conclusion. That is we have to choose our right hand rule only. If you take left hand, once again it will be opposite. So based upon right hand rule, we have to clarify, because it is a very crucial in the examination point of view also, in interviews also they will ask. For a better understanding, for remaining conditions, I have given in the form of a table form. So let us go for the fundamentals. Once again, we are viewing from the rear end only. That's what here the cursor shows. Direction of viewing, rear end, or we can call it as a tail end, is a gyroscope couple. So gyroscope couple always acts in between the nose to the tail end. It is in between the front end to the back end only gyroscope couple will act. So longitudinal axis, already I told in the previous class, it is going to be longitudinal axis, and transfer axis is going to be like this. Somewhere here we have a center of gravity of aeroplane. Next, this is the propeller. Propeller is rotated with the help of the internal energy provided in the aeroplane. Here we are going to take a left turn. So this is the one of the case. It is going to be the front view. This is going to be the top view. Let us turning directions are left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn. So four options are there. Left turn with anti-clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction. Left turn with clockwise direction and clockwise direction. All are seeing from the rear end only. So gyroscope couple. So it is going to be clockwise. It is going to be anti-clockwise. One is anti-clockwise and one is clockwise. That means it is the energy supplied by the motor. Oppositely, we are going to happen this gyroscope couple. So wherever anti-clockwise direction is there, gyroscope couple is in clockwise. You can observe the same therefore. Next, effect of plane. Already I expressed effect of plane has to be expressed in two forms. One is with respect to nose and other one is with respect to tail. So I have given like this. For left turn anti-clockwise, we have a dip the nose and raise the tail. For right turn, dip the tail and raise the nose. Left turn, dip the tail and raise the nose. Right turn, dip the nose and raise the tail. It is better to understand the concept. If you feel very ambiguity or difficulty in understanding that one, you can remember these four so that you can utilize this concept for answering the exam point of view our questions. I think I am clear with the gyroscopic effect. A gyroscopic effect is due to the motion of the aeroplane. Motion of the aeroplane has three chances. One is takeoff condition, second one is landing condition, and third one is about the rolling condition. That is when the plane is going to be take left turn or right turn. These are the three conditions you have to remember. And then second one is it depends upon the anti-clockwise or clockwise motion of the rotor, or we can say propeller here. We have to technically say it's a propeller. Then how to analysis? Analysis should be explained with either nose or with a tail only. So this is we can explain this gyroscopic couple effect on the aeroplane. Now for the better understanding, try to solve problems on this gyroscope couple of aeroplane, because in examination point of view, this dynamics of machinery covers aeroplanes only. An aeroplane flying at a speed of 300 km per hour takes a right turn with a radius of 50 meters. Engine runs at 1800 R. The mass of the engine and propeller is 500 kg and radius of gyration is 400 mm. If the engine turns at 800 rpm, runs at in clockwise direction when viewed from the tail end, determine the gyroscope couple and states its effect on the aeroplane. What will be the effect if aeroplane turns to its left instead of right? So if you observe this problem, first question is you have to determine gyroscope couple. For gyroscope couple, the formula is very much we have derived, that is C is equal to I into omega p. I is called moment of inertia, that is m k square. M is the mass of the propeller and engine. K is radius of gyration they have given. So I is equal to m k square I have solved here. Thereby we are going to get 80 value. Next, what is omega? Omega is nothing but angular velocity. That is omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. 2 into pi value is 3.14 into n means RPM of the machine. In RPM of the machine, n is 1800 RPM. So by substituting the values in this one, we get 188.48 radians per second. Next, omega p is nothing but angular velocity of precision. So angular velocity of precision is nothing but it is the ratio of velocity of the aeroplane to the radius of curvature. What is the velocity of the aeroplane? It is in given 300 kilometers per hour. We convert it into meters per hour. And then what is the radius of curvature? Radius of curvature is 50 meters. So by substituting here omega p is equal to v by r, we are going to get the value is 1.67 radians per second. So we can understand that omega known, omega p is known, I is known. So gyroscopic couple is calculated by I is equal to omega into omega p. Substitute all these three values. Then we are going to get the gyroscopic couple, that is 25182. 25182.26 Newton meter. If divided by 1000, we are going to get in kilonewton meters. That is one. Next, second question is they have given two to determine the effect. One is left turn and second one is about right turn. When it is going to be take a left, first case is about the left turn. It is mentioned that. So for first turn, it is dip the nose and raise of the tail. For second case, for left turn, raise the nose, and dip of the tail. And the concept I have explained for the as a problem is given here. I have written the two cases solution. So the effect if the aeroplane turns to its left instead of right. That means first case is right. We have to answer. For a right turn, dip the nose and raise the tail. So this is so. Next, it is also similar one, but we are going to be change the values. So here the aeroplane makes a complete half circle of 50 meters radius towards left when flying at 200 kilometers per hour. The rotary engine and the propeller of the plane has a mass of 400 kg and radius of gyration of 0.3 meters. The engine rotates at 2400 rpm. The rotation of the engine is clockwise here when viewed from the rear end only. Find the gyroscope couple on the aircraft and state its effect. Here what effect? The effect has to be with rotating in clockwise direction and is going to be take left turn. Then what will be the nose and tail point we have to express. So before going to that one, let us solve numerical problem. So gyroscope couple C is equal to I into omega p. I is m k square. Your mass we know. Radius of gyration is clearly given. No need to convert the units. Precision is equal to v by r. V is velocity. It is given in 200 kilometers per hour. First convert it into meters one. Now we will convert 200. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So 200 into 1000 divided by how many seconds will be there for 1 hour? 60 minutes and 60 seconds. Thereby we are going to get velocity in meters per second. Next, that is V. R is radius of rotation. It is given as 50 meters. No need to convert the unit. Next, what is the value? Omega. Omega is 2 pi n by 60. Pi value 3.14. N is RPM 200. That is 251 radians per second. Substituting all these values in gyroscope couple, we are going to get this. Next, discuss about this condition. What this condition is, when the aeroplane turns towards the left, the effect of gyroscope couple is to lift the nose towards, nose upwards, and tail downwards. So this is the effect we are going to come when the engine is rotating in clockwise direction and aeroplane is turning towards the left. And if we observe it from the rear end, this is the second problem. Both are one and the same, but for better understanding, few are converted here and few are not converted. That's all I have given. Next, we have a third problem. Third problem is also of the similar type, but we have to observe the conditions how it is. Aeroplane runs at 600 kilometers per hour. The rotor of the engine weighs 4,000 newtons with radius of gyration 1 meter. The speed of a rotor is 300. So instead of having a propeller, or in the previous class we have solved about this about engine and propeller, here they have used it as a rotor. Both are one and the same. In anti-clockwise direction when the seen from the rear side of the aeroplane. So in the previous class it is mentioned clockwise. Here is an anti-clockwise direction is there. Here mass is given in newtons instead of in kgs. So for conversion of that one, and you have to solve the problem. If the plane takes a loop in the sense it is taking a curvature or a round of 100 meters. So capital R is going to be 100 meters. Find gyroscope couple developed. So what is the gyroscope couple developed is C is equal to I into omega p. This is we have written. So I is mq square. So mass. So newtons is converted into mass, first one. Second category is K. Radius of gyration is given as 1. So we will try to calculate I value first. Then omega. Omega is 2 pi n by 60. N is RPM. RPM is given in 3000. You substitute that value, you will get that what omega. Then omega p, that is angular velocity of precision. That is V by R. V is velocity. We have to give in meters. That's why convert kilometers into meters. And thereby R is 100 meters. We are going to get the answer. That is 1.6.6. So gyroscope couple we are going to calculate 4.I into omega p, that is angular velocity of precision. So this is 213383. It is Newton meter only. Next, coming to the case study. What the case study is? Effect of reaction of gyroscope couple developed on the body of aeroplane. The reaction may be two types, as here they have not mentioned either left direction or right direction. So we have to choose our, when it is going to be take left nose down and tail up. If the aeroplane is turning right turn, nose up and tail down. So this is another condition to be remembered. Next one is summary of the class. So before closing, try to recollect what I have explained. First, I have defined definition of a gyroscope. So what the definition of a gyroscope reflects is, next, definition of a gyroscopic couple. Gyroscopic couple always acts opposite to the direction of the active couple or motor speed or rotor speed. So gyroscope is a device that directs the spin precision axis of a object while the object is in a rotating state. So on which axis object is balanced, that balance is going to be called as a gyroscope. So that can be learned axis can be known by applying the right hand thumb rule. Next, derivation of the gyroscope couple of aeroplane. It is C is equal to I into omega p. Gyroscopic effect conditions in aeroplane. How many conditions are there means basically total 8 conditions are there. Conditions depends upon first direction of rotor, that is anti-clockwise or clockwise. Next condition is we are seeing from the rear end, then left turn or right turn. Next condition is if we seeing from the front end, what is the direction of the aeroplane, that is if it's taking left turn or right turn. Next, possible motions of the aeroplane. What are the possible motions of the aeroplane? It is first one is about takeoff condition, landing condition, right turn and left turn. It on what axis? Transfer axis, longitudinal axis. Next, three problems are solved in this presentation. Generally, these are going to be problematic. This subject is half problem, half theory. So the total, this class contains validity of 14 marks, or we can have a total big answer. Next, see if you have any doubts or any ambiguity in the concept, you can mail me to my mail ID, that is cheat5@rediffmail.com. So by this I have completed the concept on gyroscopic effect on aeroplane. Before that one in this we have completed gyroscopic effect on ships. First class is of introduction of the gyroscope. So feel free to express your doubts and have a text message. Thank you.